In 1994, when I was 12, my dad passed away. He had a long battle with mental illness. My name is Cesar. I'm one of the founders of Paddle Across the Bay. I'm from Chile, South America. It was a lot of freedom, it was a lot of outdoor life. We spent many weekends going out camping, learning all the little lessons that you get from being in the outdoors that perhaps helped me in life in many ways. I was involved in water sports. I loved boogie boarding, so I had a close relationship with the water. I wanted one day to be a windsurfer, a kite surfer, and I see the big guys doing those things. My dad, I remember, went into a progressive, more demanding mental health illness. He had bipolar depression. He left home when I was about 8. As a result of my dad passing and my mom raising 3 children and running a business, I grew up very independent. Outside that, it was an overall feeling of shame because it was only myself and another one of my classmates that had lost their parents. So that made me feel different to the rest. And I struggled for a while to accept any act of kindness because I thought people were just feeling sorry for me. And my mom, she probably knew I had already gone through my share of suffering, and it's time for you to go and live your life without being anchored to supporting us. I wanted a fresh start, and I wanted to change the story for myself and for my family. I arrived in 2007, and my mother, she was diagnosed with uterus cancer. And by then it was already very advanced, until 57 when she passed away. At the time when I was going through my mom's cancer journey, kite surfing was a way for me to connect with nature. As a human, I always found exercising gave me some sense of clarity. I became that kite surfer that I always admired as a kid back in the days in Chile. I decided I'm going to find a way to cross Port Phillip Bay, and I'm going to do it in my mom's honor, and for that I'm going to raise awareness and funds for cancer. The name event was Across the Bay to Conquer Cancer. And I still remember it was an emotional moment that day because it did feel, this is my purpose, this is what I should be doing. I'm helping not only myself heal through this, but everyone that is participating, but also people that are witnessing this thing. This is something in it for everyone. So we thought, how else can we replicate this but in a scalable way? And it didn't take long until we arrived to paddleboarding is a way. And we went from year 1 with 100 people raising 80,000, so the results were much better, to then 200 and then 400 and then 500 in 2020, right before the pandemic. We had ended our relationship with Cancer Council Victoria because as we went into pandemic, they moved into digital fundraising events. We went back to think, what beneficiary would motivate us to get back into it? It's mental health. We're just coming out of the pandemic. People need this. We this time don't necessarily going to focusing on helping people that have a relative going through cancer. We want to impact directly the person that's participating in the event in terms of getting the benefit of being part of the event. The event was designed to be accessible, to be safe, to be fun, to be done in a community context. We met with Anaconda. This is our 2nd year in this relationship. I like to believe that everyone, including Transport Safety Victoria and the participants, saw the commitment of Anaconda being on the day available to also bring leg ropes and any other piece of equipment that you might not have brought on the day. But the value for money in terms of the price of the equipment that Anaconda offered on the first year was unbeatable. Anaconda for us is, as it was the beneficiaries, as it was moving into paddle, it was another moment of that organic relationship. They share the values in terms of the benefits of the outdoors, but also offering the best entry-level equipment at a reasonable price for participants to be able to participate in the event. I'd like to invite everyone to be part of the event in any capacity. But if you don't feel yet ready to jump on the water, come and experience the community. The community will also bring that contagious sense of excitement, happiness, and hope. 100% of the donations go to Lifeline Australia. If you do the math, it's $39 for every phone call that they can take. So it's a lot of phone calls from people needing to talk to someone that will be taken. And without it, people are struggling. So that's one part. But the other part is like last year, 500 people that also got to experience a sense of community, a sense of accomplishment, and discover something new that they can rely on in terms of their own mental health. So we think that we also help in Lifeline by giving tools to people to perhaps never have to take on that phone call. So anyone that wants to contribute financially, if you cannot attend in person, you can go into paddleacrossthebay.com.au and donate. 100% of the donations go to Lifeline Australia.